Well, look who it is. Hey you guys, Mr. C here, and welcome to day number 1 of our basketball unit. So as you can see, I'm doing this inside. If you want to do this outside, you're more than welcome to do it outside. But if you're inside, I'm going to have a softer ball that I can bounce, just like that. And that's pretty much all you need for this one. I'll tell you some others that you will as we go later on, but in the meantime, I need you to get a ball that bounces safely inside. Let's go. So the first thing that we're going to do today is we're going to talk about how to actually dribble our ball. We do not dribble our ball just slapping it on the ground. We're going to use our fingertips, our finger pads on our fingertips. So I need you guys to tap your fingertips, your finger pads together, just like that. Just get them ready. Get them nice and warmed up. After you guys have done that, what you're going to try to do is, I want you to try to dribble the ball only in the places that you touched right here. Just like that. So let's see. So dribble, dribble, dribble. Now, obviously you're going to have to push the ball down. You're going to have to keep pushing, pushing, pushing as it comes back up. So push, 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 push. And if you just want to do this stationary, you can. If you do want to move around for a little bit more of a challenge, you can. But we are just going to practice our dribbling just like this, okay? Remember, we do not slap the ball, We just lightly catch it and dribble. So we have only done one hand. What I need you guys to do at this point is switch to the other side. Switch, and we are dribbling, dribble. Everyone's going to have a hand that it's harder for. And if you want more of a challenge here, see if you can switch, 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 switch. If not, just practice dribbling with both hands, but just one at a time. One at a time. One at a time. One at a time. Now we're going to do a little different things. My ball's going crazy. What we are going to do is we're going to see how many times we can dribble the ball before time runs out. All right? So I'm going to put 1 minute up on the clock, and I want you to see how many times you can dribble over the course of 1 minute. Remember, I don't want to see any slapping the ball. All I want to see is nice controlled dribbling. Controlled dribbling, okay? So 1 minute on the clock. On your marks, get set, go. So what you guys probably noticed when I was doing my dribbling was that I wasn't dribbling waist high. I was dribbling a little bit lower because it's faster. And so I need you guys to practice your dribbling at different levels this time. What I mean by different levels is maybe you start out a little lower. Maybe you go back to your regular dribbling height. Maybe you even go higher. And then we go back to regular. And we go 1, 2 low, 1, 2 middle, 1, 2 high. But I just want you to try and dribble at different levels. I was using both hands. If you can do that. But if one hand is a challenge enough for you, then let's stick to just one hand. Let's do different levels of dribbling. Go. So the next thing we have to do is we have to move when we dribble, okay? So remember, when we do that, it's going to be the exact same dribble with our finger pads, right? But we are just moving this time. If you try and dribble same side, same hand, it's going to be really easy for you to bounce the ball onto your foot, and the ball's going to go crazy. You can still do it, you just got to be a little careful when you do. Okay, so I want you guys to explore dribbling around your space. For right now, let's just keep it forward. If you want to change direction, you can. If you want to throw in a dribble trick, you can. I just want you guys to practice your moving and dribbling. Let's go. So we are actually going to go back to our stationary dribbling right here, and we are going to focus on switching our hands. There's only going to be one dribble per hand, and we're going to do what's called a V dribble. So the ball's going to move in a letter V when we go. So it's going down and switch and switch. So if you watch the ball, it's going in a V pattern right now. A V pattern. And I need you guys to do the exact same thing with your ball. Try to make that V. I'm going to put a minute or two up on the clock. we are practicing our V dribbles. Let's go. So now that we got that down, I need you guys to face one direction in your area. And I need you guys to go forwards and backwards. Forwards, backwards. So now that you guys got that, I need you to do the exact same thing with your ball. Okay? So we're dribbling, we're going forwards. Once we get to the end, I need you to switch. We're going to go backwards. We're going to go forwards again, and then we're going to go backwards again. I need you to do this for at least a couple of minutes and practice changing that direction. Once you get to the end, if you need to pause for a second, get your bearings, and start dribbling back, you can. Okay, this is not a game right here. We are simply focused on learning how to go back and forth with our dribbling. Let's go. So now, chances are that might not have gone perfect, and that's okay because right now we are learning how to do our dribbling. And with that, I'm going to give you guys a couple of tips. When you dribble your ball, it should be waist height. So I shouldn't see anyone dribbling way up here or way down here when we're moving around. It should be waist height. Number two, it's going to be a little scary at first, I know, but your eyes need to be looking where they're going. So if we're going forward, my eyes are looking forward. If we're going backwards, in a perfect world, our eyes are looking behind us. Whew! That's super challenging. Super challenging. And the last thing I want to talk about is something called double dribbling. That's when we use two hands to dribble our ball. Double dribbling. In basketball, we do our best to avoid double dribbling, so you don't want to do that. So this is why it's super important to get used to dribbling with not only the hand that you want, but also the other hand that you're probably not dribbling with. So I'm going to put a couple of minutes up on the clock again, and I just want you to practice your dribbling around the area and using both hands, keeping it waist height, and looking with your eyes up at all times. Let's go. Now that we got the basics out of the way, it's time to turn the difficulty up a little bit. What you're going to do is you're going to take your ball, you're going to dribble it around your space in a dribbling lap. Let's see how I go. Here we go. Go, here we go. Believe it or not, that was one dribbling lap. I'm already done with one. So I need you guys to do your dribbling laps. After you finish one, I want you to go in the opposite direction. You can switch hands. You can keep it with one hand the whole time. I would like it if you switched hands or used both of them, not at the same time because that's double dribbling. So let's see how many laps you can complete in 2 minutes. Let's go. over here we have a zigzag course set up. Mine is just a couple of pillows. If you got something better, then you can use that. What we're going to do with our dribbles, we are going to go in and out, and then we're going to go back, around this one, zigzag, and back to the beginning. Whew! Pretty cool stuff. I need you guys to practice going through that. I'm not going to do too many more specifics right now, but just get ready because we're going to do something a little different with our zigzag course next. So practice, practice, practice. Keep the ball waist level, eyes looking where you're going. Let's go. So now that we got practice with our zigzag course, what I need you to do is every time you go through your zigzags, I need you to switch hands. Think back to that V dribble that we did a long time ago. We are dribbling, and I'm going through this zigzag, so I am switching hands. Then we're going through this zigzag, so we're switching hands, going all the way around. Right now, I am going to go through here, so I got to switch hands. Then I'm going through here, switch hands. I need you guys to practice the switch of your hands when you are dribbling, when you're going through these zigzags. Good luck with this one, guys. And if you're struggling at first, don't get frustrated. Keep practicing, and you're gonna get it. I promise. Go.